A few thoughts about this game. First, I get that the actual point of the game is to realize that the door trick at the end can be applied throughout the entire game, which would result in replaying the full game to get the quote-unquote good ending. Never mind that the first ending is also good, since the monster lives. The second ending just isn't enticing, because the gameplay has already gotten stale by the first ending. My favorite types of puzzle games are ones where you're presented with a truly novel concept, and you get to feel like a mad scientist figuring out all the intricacies of it. Doesn't have to be alien technology like a portal gun, but that can help. It also can work with something natural that hasn't been explored in any other game, like the logs in a monster's expedition. In this game, the novelty was supposed to be the grabby arm, but it somehow took a backseat to the most boring object in any game ever, the box. I left feeling there was so much to be explored with the grabby arm. What if we grabbed literally anything that wasn't a box? What if we could optionally punch things instead of grabbing? What if we punched a wall? Could the arm directly interact with electricity somehow? There is one interesting interaction between the arm and the door glossed over in this video, since it provided zero utility. It only has utility in the second ending. Why couldn't that be explored more? It felt like we learned everything there was to learn about the arm in the first 5 minutes, then any new mechanics were all box-related. I'm just fucking sick of plain boxes, man. To me, they represent the most soulless lack of creativity imaginable. Why play puzzle games for creativity, curiosity, or mystery when you could instead roleplay as a warehouse worker? Boxes are fine if they are purely supplemental to the actual mechanics of the game, like in so many great puzzle games I've played. But trying to squeeze depth out of the box itself is infuriating. We already know how boxes work. They suck. If you're making a puzzle game, try this thought experiment for fun. Remove boxes from your game altogether. What happens to the game then? Does it still work? Can the box be replaced with something more interesting, like a cylinder, functional sphere, or anything that behaves uniquely? What new consequences could possibly arise from this change? Challenge yourself to literally think outside the box. Thankfully, this game was short, and the grabby arm felt interesting during most of it, so it wasn't all terrible. There are some well-designed puzzles that make you apply your knowledge of the grabby arm, and I appreciate that. The self-sacrifice ending was quite fun, even if it was heavily foreshadowed. But man, it sucks that lately, so many good puzzle designers have been caught up in pretending that there's still quote-unquote novelties to be found with the box, when it's all just mental reskins of concepts already fleshed out in existing games. Overall rating, 5 out of 10. Okay.